Alright. Let's get this fun and excitement going. Here we go. Let's see. So, there we go. Okay. Ratio's alright for now. Let me see something here. Stretch, fit, center, flip, edit, transform. No. Okay, that's fine. Alright. So, if anyone is there, remind me I need to check on my T shortly. So yeah, this is back to the nonsense of Arena. Gonna get into the, ooh, wait, I don't think the 6 stars are up, but let's check to make sure. But let's jump into the 4 stars. Yeah, so we have a bit of time yet for the 6 stars. That's all good, all good. Alright, let's see what else we've got on the go currently. Yeah, okay. Alright. Get out of there. These guys are on the refresh wagon. I want that to stay there. Have this back over here. Alright. Mr. Ankit, how goes it? Man Falcon, how you doing? You have some very ordinary 6 stars. Yep, I sure do. I think I went 18... Ooh, wait 1 second. Let me know if the background noise, not the music, is distracting. I'll close my door. Well, I'll wait to get the tea settled first. Yep, it took me about 18 6 stars until I had a good one. So yeah, it was a lot of disappointment. There was not a lot of rocking out with things out when I was pulling 6 stars, that's for sure. The first good one that I got was Captain America in Beardo was the first good one I got. He's not duped, so I know, he is missing out on a fair bit of his utility, but he was good for me because all I really wanted out of him was to tank the champion's L1 to allow me to dex the headbutt for the last 10%, and he came through very well for that, so his usefulness for me was served. I took my 6-star Green Goblin for a spin in Act 536. I missed it. He did okay. I've only 2 6 stars, Ultron and Yondu. Ultron's actually not terrible. I mean, he's double. Okay, so if you with 2 6 stars, I'm gonna guess you probably aren't running suicides. So the double immunity is not that spectacular. Granted, obviously he'd be good for biohazard or nodes that have a bleed or a poison. Then he's got the heal. I mean, he's not going to be the damage dealer like some, but still, he's not terrible. Nice Aegon and Corvus, thanks. So the Aegon I had for a while, unduped, and then got him awakened from Act 6 exploration rewards, and was able to take him to rank 3 because of those rewards. And then Corvus I pulled and awakened and was able to R3 because of Abyss completion rewards. So in both of those cases it was quite lucky. Worked out very well. Unfortunately, 4-point saving for Cyber Monday. Yeah. So what are we? 2, 4, about 6 weeks away. So you could add about another. I don't know how much arena you do. So depending on how much arena you do, you're looking at about another 8 to 12,000 units you could possibly add. So there is hope yet. Man Falcon, what are you up to? $8K units, yeah. Like I said, it depends on how much arena you do, though. So you can make about up to 2,000 units a week. That's both from milestones in arena, the milestones that you get from solo stuff, alliance stuff, and then also taking into account when you open battle chips. So if we're about 6 weeks away from Cyber Monday, so that's why I was saying between 8 and 12. So 12, 6 weeks, 2 weeks. So there you go. But if you're doing less arena, then so 8 to 12. I used 1 million battleships 3 days ago on uncollected arena crystals. Now I'm on 135,000 battleships. Cool. Coolio. Did you? How many units did you get out of the million battleships? No, isn't Cyber? Because Cyber Monday is the 29th of November, right? We've got a week and a bit left for October, then 4 weeks into November, right? 1,500 a week is doable with a reasonable effort and not doing the fast 5-star. Yeah, 2.1K and 1 point. Yeah. Actually, the 2.1K units, that's right on, spot on. Because for the uncollected, the ratio is about 0.21% for units. So there you go. And after this fight, I will go and get my tea. So I'll be back within about 2 minutes. Oh, Lord. Okay, I will be right back. And I have returned, so the rejoicement can begin. So while I was gone, I heard the... Oh Lord, don't tell me there's sound outside too. Okay. I heard the notification bell. Was that you, Ankit? Well, thank you for the subscription. You know why all these YouTubers have these big right back signs? All of them don't wear pants. Conspiracy theories. Yeah. Ankit, how did you find the channel? Did you come in here from a raid at some point, or did you just search for MCOC arena or something and came across it that way? I'm interested when somebody shows up randomly in the stream, just to know how they came across it. To the live section. Okay. Very good. I said this morning too, like, obviously I appreciate when another YouTuber raids me, and I like having new people, but I really do like when people end up here organically, like through just searching out YouTube, for a couple reasons. One, it means that I'm findable, and then also because I think you would have a few options when you do that search, and then that you I mean, absolutely, it's just out of curiosity, so you randomly click whatever, but I'm appreciative that you clicked and you decided to hang out for a bit. So, and like I said, I'm obviously appreciative if you had been part of a raid previously, and you know, this is an opportunity you had to come and check it out. But yeah, I really like the organic discoveries. So where are you from, Ankit? Are you relatively, well, no, you got 2 6-stars. You've been playing for a little while anyways. India? Okay. Whereabouts in India? I've never been to India, but I've been to the north and the south of India. So I've been to Nepal and to Sri Lanka. Playing this game for past 4 years. Okay. Okay. East India. Okay. So East India, that would be like close to Bangladesh? What are you up to, man, Falcon? What are you doing? I think actually I'm just going to go straight through with the 4 stars. Probably just get to the max milestones currently. Took a lot of breaks, had my high school semester exams. Yeah, the last little while, I've come across quite a few people actually that played and took a break and then have relatively recently returned. West Bengal, that's just beside Bangladesh. Okay. Coolio. Yeah, India would be a neat place to visit. So what time of day is it for you currently? So normally for the 4-star arena, if I've been on the ball, I would get about to 500,000 and then switch over to another arena. Well, I will switch over to the 6 stars when they're available, just to get them on cooldown. But it will be between the 6 stars and the 4 stars currently. Mr. Yapper, how goes it? How you doing? Gotta go to bed? Alright. Happens to the best of us. 11:15 a.m. 6:50 in good old New Zealand. Very good. Oh, Man Falcon, did you... What was it you needed to do? Either get Discord or something with your mic in regards to voice chat? I've wanted to visit India, but I was told I don't have the patience for the place. I think it's quite diverse though, right? Like from one region of the country to another. $6.50, so... Oh, wait. $6.50 on Wednesday, though, right, Man Falcon? Or $6.50 on Tuesday? Headset with mic, so I'm watching you on TV with wireless keyboard. Ooh, you go, girl. Correct, Wednesday. Hey, so are you... happy with the results of your election? Or was it like Thanos, that it was inevitable? So Ankit, what, where do you find you spend a lot of your time in the game? Do you do arena a fair bit? I would guess if you had 1 million battle chips, you must spend some time in arena. Takes a while. Well, it depends how much arena you do, but you could be getting, well, actually more, but about 350,000 battle chips per week, mostly in arenas. Yeah. So then you're free to play, are you? Or for the most part, free to play? I don't think big spenders would be in arena too much. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think I might need to get new headphones, because these ones, I don't know why this thing here is adjustable, but it's kind of annoying. I guess it is good that it's adjustable, because if need be, you can change it. The 7th unit deal found it worth it. Yeah. Yeah, I think to be honest, if anything in the game you're going to spend money on, that would be the thing. I think that more so than the sigil, actually. Because units, you can get anything you need in the game you can get with units. You do get good stuff from the sigil. I don't think it's worth, what is it, $10 a month. So that Labour stayed in, but no, as they can rule. Okay. They have a bad habit of kind of screwing the economy. Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said before, I think that Jacinda seems like a very strong leader. Now, that might be different when she's having to deal directly with her party. But from the little I've seen of her, she seems like a strong leader, somebody with a good head on her shoulders. So I think she would probably be fiscally responsible. So even if the party wants to do things, I think she would probably... Although I don't know how much say... Like, I know in Canada, the Prime Minister is, has final say, for the most part. I don't know if that would be the same case in New Zealand. But yeah. So, Ankit, in regards to your 6 stars, like I said, I don't think Ultron's too bad. The one thing that sucks, though, is that they're both the same class. But then again, I guess it doesn't really matter, because neither of them would you probably rank up too high. Do you think you would take Ultron to rank 2? Last term they shared the rule with 2 other parties to have a majority in the House. Yeah. Yeah, and I think Israel. I think like their government is normally a coalition of like multiple different parties. Like there's not normally one majority party for the most part. You know, I don't know if there's more systems like that with like a bunch of different parties, or more like the U.S. where you basically have 2 choices. No, I don't think Ultron's over to R2. Yeah, I wouldn't take Ultron to R2 either. Um, but I wouldn't be happy to pull him, but I wouldn't be terribly upset. He does gain value though if you use suicides. I'll rather take my 5-star dude Sentinel to R5. Yeah. No, that's fair. And I mean, Sentinel has the heal on the L3 too, right? And it takes a while to get it, but it's still there. So if you could have any 6-star, who would it be, Ankit? If you had the choice to pick any 6-star. Yeah. Yeah, and the analysis isn't too difficult to build up. I mean, if you just hit into their block a fair bit, you're going to build up your analysis. Doctor Doom 500%. 500%. And he gets insane. Yeah, I don't know if there's any 6-star in particular that I would really want currently. Actually, I would say Claire. I would say Doom as well. But in both cases, I have them as max 5 stars. So they would get ranked up eventually. Oh no, Omega Red. Omega Red is the one 6-star I want. I want him because I want him, but I also want him because I have Mutant T5CC. I have 2 of them, so. So we use a voting system like Germany has. Multi-party can rule. Combine it means a party. It means party notorious or screwing up. Something can be held in check. Yeah, I don't have Doom as a 2-star. So if they share with the Greens, the environment is a big factor, and government plans. This terrible my situation is. That's why I want Doom so bad. Doom's good. I mean, he brings a fair bit to the table, right? Like that passive stun is cool. The power control is pretty cool. You're not using suicides, right, Ankit? So I mean that doesn't factor in. So that makes him, to me, that makes him more valuable. If you have suicides and you're running them most of the time, to me that decreases his value a little bit. So with suicides, that's where, yeah, he's good at being unawakened. So with suicides, that's why it's a bit of a toss-up for me between Claire and Doom. If you don't have suicides in the equation, then Doom. Still have a bit of time. Doom has more value. Let me see if I need to move an AQ at all. Somebody is having a go at Monsieur Fantastico. So we'll move up once that node's down. Let me see here. No, but probably get suicides after Cyber Monday. Yeah, Claire is great with suicides. Depends who I'll put first to rank up. Yeah. Do you have? Well, yeah, you don't have either. Are you an alliance that does spending, like not necessarily money, but like people will use their units for deals and stuff? Or are you an alliance that's not too fussed about that kind of stuff? Okay, I'll do one more arena match and then come back and see where we are. Yeah. Who I'll pull first to rank up. Yeah, makes sense. So if you know for sure that you want to unlock suicides, if you're an arena grinder, obviously the units are something you're gonna accumulate. I would suggest, because we're so close to the gifting event, that to wait until then to unlock suicides. Because if you're in an alliance where they spend, whether it be units or money or whatever, but during the gifting event is the best time to be spending big amounts of units, because it's going to benefit you and it's going to benefit the alliance overall. So because we're so close, holding off for another month isn't going to be a big impact, right? If you've gone this long without suicides, one more month is not going to be that big of a difference. And you'll find that the rewards that you get during the gifting event are going to be quite beneficial to you. They're going to be quite beneficial to your alliance, and then in turn you as well, because if the alliance gets them, you get them. So something to keep in mind. They do spend, but they're not hoarders. All free to play. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, if there's some of them that are similar to you, where grinding the arena a fair bit, so have some units on hand. Yeah. So being able to use those units over the gifting event time is not bad. And in arena events, I'm the top scorer, so I don't think they save units as much as I do. Yeah, so in the alliance I've joined not too long ago. I mean, part of it I'm in the game a lot, so most of those kind of events I'm usually high on the leaderboard. But yeah, arena in particular, I do pretty well. Like, Man Falcon, how long is the term? Like, how frequent are your elections? Is it like every 4 years? And is there any limit to how long somebody can be Prime Minister? Five years. Is there a gifting event this year? Cowell pretty much saw to that. So, oh, there we go, first one. Yeah, there's going to be a gifting event. They haven't said anything. Well, they never say anything until like right before. But there's absolutely going to be a gifting event. I mean, it's, I think between July 4th, Cyber Weekend, and that are the times where they're going to see the highest revenue. So there's no way Kabam's going to get rid of it when that's just them giving up on revenue, right? And they're going to do it even if it's harmful to the game. Because like I said, at the end of the day, it's bringing in the Benjamins. Oh, shoot. I don't know which way. Well, actually, I need to take... Yeah, no, I won't take that... Yeah, I definitely won't take that science in case somebody needs to heal up. So I will go right. Yeah, and there's a few people that could use that, so okay. This time won't be much exciting as last time, maybe. If there is this year, Kyle pretty much. Gifting it won't be this time. Won't be much exciting. 3 years with no limit. I think 4 terms is the most. Okay. Any party has ever done. Huh. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Actually, let me get these done and then I'll say what I was going to say. Oh, damn, I just realized I don't remember what the global is. Shit. Maybe it's Hurt Locker? Let's see. Yeah, okay. So previously we've seen Kang and Thanos as part of the milestones. I have a feeling, and if it is the case, I think it's a little bit unfair, but I have a feeling we might see Weapon X as one of the milestones. And the reason I don't think it's fair is because the people... Oh, yeah, that's what I get for talking. The people who did the Legends runs through Act 6, I feel they should be the only ones to have that, because I think that's quite an accomplishment, getting Act 6 done in such a timely manner. I mean, obviously, it'd be great for me to have Weapon X, but I'm okay not having that opportunity because others deserve it over me. Well, we will have to agree to disagree. There may be something, although not like the gifting events of old. Oh yeah, they could definitely change it in certain ways. But absolutely the idea where we can send stuff to others in our alliance or to friends and so on and so forth. Yeah. It doesn't really matter who I use, does it? We've seen scammers as well. Yeah, there's I think regardless, there's always going to be somebody who finds a way to take advantage of a system to their own benefit. So. Come on, let's get that L1. There we go. Thank you, thank you. And that's all she wrote. Elect degree, 3 years. Scammers. So am I going to get to be able to do Mordo now? 1, 2... No, just about though. Okay. Yeah, no, we'll keep him because we do need him for... We'll want Mordo for the evade charge. So, Manfalcon, are you do you kind of think that there won't be the gifting at all, or just that it's going to be different? I honestly don't think they really care about the cheaters. I think what they cared about was that the cheaters were taking money away from Kabam. Okay. And back to the arenas we go. Back we go. We'll get to 600 in the 4 stars, then we should be able to do some 6 stars by then. So, Ankit, are you doing arenas currently? Wow, walked right into that. There definitely going to be some rank up rewards for top prestige summoners. Yeah, after watching your stream and grinding arena. Yep, I hear that. I hear that indeed. Just let everyone send and receive 30 gifts each way. No rank rewards, just some milestones that are very easy to get. Interesting. So 30 each way, like meaning that I could receive 30 and give 30? Is that what you mean, or 30 within the alliance? No, it'd have to be 30 for each member, right? Cabana's Merc for money. Yeah. I could be completely wrong. The little time I spent in Realm of Champions, I have a feeling that probably by March we're going to see some substantial changes to MCOC, and I think changes for the better. I have a strong feeling that within the first quarter of the new year, they're going to see that Realm of Champions is not going to be a revenue earner, and they're going to have to refocus on MCOC. Is the Transformers game that they had, does that still exist? Or is that like defunct and not even playable anymore? Or do you know? See, and that's the thing too, right? Like, so let's just say there's other people speculating about the longevity of Realm of Champions, like I am, right? So it's a perpetual thing, because if there's people thinking that it might not be popular, it might not be around that long, they're going to be less likely to spend on it, which then means it's less likely to be around, blah, blah, blah. Make it so you can send receive to anyone. That will help the alliances and kind of cap any inevitable exploitation. Yeah. Does the arena deathmatch thing still exist? I think so. So I think because they tried to get rid of it, but then it kind of backfired, where people were getting it all the time, and then so they reverted back to the old way. Whereas my understanding was that the old way being with death matches, but for the most part, I don't really get them. So I don't know for sure. But I think what it was that people were kind of upset that the old system that they knew of, doing so many matches and blah blah and getting the infinite streak and all that was kind of removed. So I think they reinstituted that. In which case, I would assume that means that the death matches should be back there. Samsung, every business is money first, or you go broke fast. Just a sad fact. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I have no problem with them being out to make money. Like you said, that's any business, right? So I see nothing wrong with that. I just don't like if they aren't upfront with the community, or if they do things like that one crystal. And as far as I know, as far as I can think of, that one crystal where they reverse the odds, that's the only time I can really remember something like that. I guess maybe the next closest would be prior to 12.0, where they released a bunch of stuff to, how do you define a deathmatch? So a deathmatch is basically like where your team rating is 10,000, and the opponent's is many times beyond that. So the idea of the death match is basically meaning that it's impossible for you to win. I mean, you can still win them, but it'd be difficult. And then the other idea too is like the death match brings about the death of your streak. Oh, did you just... Okay. So which arena was this? I'm guessing it's the 4-star feature, probably? Oh, son of a gun. Oh, crap. I was wondering why he was being difficult. Damn it. Well, how am I going to... Okay, fine. I guess we're going to have to rely on that, and then this. And not that. Okay, well, let's try this then. There we go. That reversing the odds on the 1-2 was a total big move by Kebab. I'm disgusted they never put it right. Yeah. Absolutely. And it's so obvious, right? Like... It's funny, I remember when I could not fight Yondu if I didn't have sound. I could not fight him at all. Okay, I think I can open my door now, so... Un momento. Yeah, actually, I don't know why, because, I mean, for the main reason is, like, if there's any kind of notifications or whatever that come up on the phone, right? But, I mean, I've got nothing. I think I have the notifications turned off, so it's not really even really an issue. Sucker. Okay, and now let's head over to the 6 stars. Les 6 stars. Let's see here. Hey, Ankit, do you figure you'll go for Ghost Rider in the arena as a 4-star when he comes out on Thursday? Because if you have a decent roster of 5 stars, and if you've got time, okay, so 7 minutes. Yeah, we'll give it a bit of time, just so we can like continually go through the 6 stars rather than swapping back and forth. I'll do -0 first to get the 3-star featured, then I might go for 10 million. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about him other than the stuff Ilac's been saying that he's so good that he's going to get nerfed. I didn't watch the deep dive or any of the CCP stuff on him. So I think there's a lot of hype. So I think he's going to go high because of that. But we won't... I mean, there are people that already have him. So there are people with first-hand knowledge of how he is on live servers. But, yeah, after the first round and the 300 people get him, it'll be interesting to see how it goes from there. To 16, but it hurts for 2 to 3 days. Yeah, dude. So the only time I went for anybody in the featured arena was Rogue, just a duper a while ago, and yeah, I found for like a day and a half after my hands were sore, and I was like, I find this so weird because like I'm spending a lot of time in arena all the time, anyways, doing multiple ones, not the same bracket. So I don't know why doing the feature grind would have seemed so much more excessive, but okay. So seeing as the thing went down again, let's have a look at the arena history. Because I have a feeling, and I could be way off, but I have a feeling even the 4-star for Cosmic Ghost Rider is going to be relatively high. See here, why is it not opening? Ah, there we go. Is there any way I can make this dog? Appearance, probably? Font page, search. Okay, I'll look at that later, so we'll just have to suffer through bright light, bright light. Browser window. Let me know if I need to make this a little bit bigger for it to be more viewable. Let's see here. I thought I had this all sized up well previously. Okay, so we'll leave it like that. Blow it up a little. Bigger the better for this old, yeah. Okay, so we won't be able to see that many at a time, but that's fine. So, 4-star featured is what we wanted. So I don't think Apocalypse was the highest 4-star. Close though. Maybe he was. Okay. Alright, so yeah, so Apocalypse being the... Oh, wait, no, wait, I saw 15. Oh, Lord. Terrax first round, 15 million. Oh, dear. Are these the 4-star sub-feature arena? Sub-feature? Well, they're the 4-star featured. So Apocalypse basically... So Terrax was the highest at 15 million for 4-star, and then Apocalypse is the second highest at the 14.7. So I'm kind of thinking that we might be seeing Cosmic Ghost Rider at low 15 to maybe 15 and a half. Yeah, 15 million for Terrax. Dude, where is it? Wait, where did I... Oh, right, Terrax is Cosmic, duh. I was thinking he was Skill, so I'm looking for all the red ones. Some of it... There we go. Yeah. Oh, dude, whoever did that. And, I mean, the 15 million, that's the low end, right? Meaning there's people who did higher. Oh, really? Ouch. Condolences. Yeah, so I'm thinking the 4-star Cosmic Ghost Riders, you're probably looking at low 15 to maybe 15 and a half. The featured, the only real question is because it's the new system. But I'm still thinking you're looking at in the mid 80s probably. 60 million. Well, hey, okay. Well, that's good though, because that you know you can do that, right? So I would suggest that for Cosmic Ghost Rider, if you want him as a 4-star, that's what you intend to do. You plan to do. Yeah. So I'm thinking for the 5-star, you're probably looking at 87-ish, 87, 88. Yeah. Okay. I'll aim for 12. 10 was the highest I've ever put. That was for Professor X. Yeah, so I mean, if you've got the time and you want to put that much in, fine. But I don't think, like, I wouldn't expect to get him at that amount. So yeah, if you're gonna go for 12, don't be surprised if you miss them. Now the thing is too, absolutely, it's possible that you could do it and end up getting them because whatever reason, right? So, but if to go to 12 would be a struggle, and you're having to put in more time than you would want to, I wouldn't do it. 3 a day. So you're looking at 2. So that's 4 a day times 3. So you're looking at 12. Just okay. Yeah. Yeah. So you can do a little less than 12 just by playing, like normally. Then an extra 4 million with putting in some effort is not going to be too big of a deal. So the reason I'm kind of thinking that the 4-star might be... Oh, I wanted to take a look at the synergies actually of the 4-star. But the reason I'm thinking the 4-star might go high is with them having these challenges where we've seen it with you needing a 4-star or you needing a certain team rating. So if Cosmic Ghost Rider is such a high damage champion, he's going to provide a fair bit of damage even at a 4-star level. For 4 stars, so that's going to be a big factor. And if the deathmatch thing is not fixed till then, I might not get 10 million also. The deathmatch thing though is more of an issue in the 5-star feature arena though, because you have the possibility of 6 stars there. So it's not so much of an issue in the 4-star feature. You'd still see it in the 4-star feature, but it's not as big of an issue there or in the 4-star basic. Granted, I mean, we're only talking about the 4-star feature now, not the 4-star basic. And I don't know. I mean, I could be totally wrong, but I really don't think that you're going to see too many people going for Aegon as a 4-star. There is potential with him. I mean, I think somebody's used him as their main attacker in the Abyss, using a 4-star Aegon. I'm not sure of that. I haven't seen the video. I've heard people talk about it. The thing is, though, I don't know how many people would actually do that. Right? Like, it is doable. But I think most people would hold off for the 5-star. Four-star feature, you can run one R2 5-star with team is not too puny. Over 10k is good. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at the 4-star Ghost Rider synergies. 3 R2P4 440s anymore though. I think it is still hit and miss. Yeah. Okay. I was about to ask what class Cosmic Ghost Rider is. Okay, so the 4-star has all of the synergies. So that is that's something to keep in mind too. So Cosmic gain 50% buff duration if no judgments active on the opponent, and regular Ghost Rider increase Fury buff duration by 100%. So that's only going to benefit the normal Ghost Rider if he's awakened. Otherwise, there's no benefit to the normal Ghost Rider. Once per fight, dash back and hold block. The next judgment you attempt to trigger, okay. The next, okay, that seems a bit odd. Increased armor, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Punisher. Gain 5 edge whenever you're not flank. Okay, so the synergies don't seem that impactful. So maybe nobody would be going for him for synergy purposes. Let's get to 800,000 in this one. Four-star featured for, let's have a look. So, oh, Dragon Man 4-star didn't go that high, eh? Yeah, okay. So non-desired, like non-hyped champs. Yeah, you're right. Okay. All right. Okay. Second run champs. Yeah, yeah. I wonder what Aegon would go for. I mean, we had him as a featured 5-star not too long ago, but I wonder what he would go for now. Aren't there the Aegon crystals available currently, actually? The featured Cavaliers, I think. That's what I actually want it to be on. There we go. So, I think I was expecting around 30,000 units before Cyber Weekend, so I think I might be a little bit ahead on that. Yeah. So Aegon is available as the... Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm going to be happy about being further ahead. Actually, boy, I'm all about the alternative windows tonight, aren't I? Oh my lord. Predictions. Live stream. Here we go. I need to resize this a little bit. Okay. And make that a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. not that skilled. If it takes me like what 30 seconds to actually bring the thing up. So the last time I recorded it, I was at 23, almost 2,800, almost 23,800 units, and for the most part, I'm expecting 1,200 units per week. So that should get me at about 31,000 by Cyber Weekend. The estimate was where is it? All the way over here. So for what I was anticipating it to be to what I'm on track to be, I'm about 700 units off, which actually isn't too bad. And then same thing with the units, but I think for the most part, I'm going to be a little bit. Yeah, I'll probably be closer to 31,000 units, so about 800 units off, which I don't think that's too bad, right? If the prediction was basically 12,000 units, to be 1,000 or a little less than 1,000 off, that's not terrible. So I think that's relatively accurate. Not perfectly accurate, but not terrible either. So the main reason why I am conscious of that is just to make sure that, like, if I'm doing this forecasting, I want to ensure that it's going to be relatively accurate, right? Because if I'm doing all that forecasting and it's way off, well, it kind of makes it all pointless. So, but I figured I'd rather be a little bit over than a little bit under. So. No. No. Okay. And then because I was in the projections, I was also intending to open. So I was figuring that in that time frame I would make about 3 million battle chips. So at the end of the day, my final unit amount that I was anticipating is taking into consideration opening 3 million battle chips. I don't think I'll open the 3 million battle chips, so yeah. So the final amount that I was kind of thinking for Cyber Monday was about 36,000. But if we end up seeing the arena crystals come out, I don't think I would. I'm a bit conflicted. So, roadside breath testing is the only time I found it's better to be a little under than over. I'm a little bit conflicted what I would do if the new arena crystals come out before Cyber Monday. So, people have speculated, which I could see it being true, that close to Cyber Monday, July 4th, the drop rates for units from battle chips is decreased. I could absolutely see that being the case. So that would make me hesitant to open battle chips close to Cyber Monday. However, I also feel that when something brand new comes out, the drop rates are usually increased. So yeah, it's a bit of a conundrum. But whenever the new arena crystals do come out, I'm considering opening 5 million of them like as soon as I can. So we'll see. We will see. So actually, if I were considering to open battle chips for Cyber Weekend to get units to benefit me for Cyber Weekend, I would be opening those battle chips within the next week. I wouldn't be opening them in November, because if they do decrease the drop rate of units, it would be happening pretty soon. Wow. Too bad the... Oh, what just happened there? Too bad the goal wasn't to get hit. If that was the goal, I would be doing really well. I'll open arena crystals as I get to 1 million. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was doing for a while too. And then I got a fair bit ahead in units. So then I figured I didn't have a big need to open the battle chips, so that's why I've been saving. Ah, crap. Who made GR immune to incinerate cut? Yeah. Okay, so we'll finish off this 4-star, and we'll run through the 6 stars, and that will be that. You know, I should start doing the BG thing of opening a crystal at the end of every stream. I could do it with the GMC. Actually, no, I wouldn't do it with the GMCs because I no longer accumulate those, but I have a few still. Maybe what I'd do is... Oh, no, it wouldn't be every stream because, yeah, no. I was thinking maybe I could do it with cav crystals, but I wouldn't earn those quick enough to keep replenishing them. Well, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be bad. I was thinking maybe the Thronebreaker dailies, which wouldn't be bad if I only streamed once a day, but there are the times where I stream twice a day, so... Oh, Man Falcon. So what do you think about this for the face cam as opposed to what it had been? Like with the cropped in on the face. So you get to see the ceiling and the wall in the background. So I was thinking, and I can't really tell, but I was thinking initially, let me actually look, that the quality was better this way as opposed to what I had been doing. But I don't know if that's actually accurate. Okay. So I'm looking at it now. Maybe. But I think one thing now, though, that's not happening, that was happening previously, was there was a delay between when my mouth was moving and the sound. But I don't think that's the case anymore. Yeah, no, it looks like that's synced, so that's good. Okay. I have a friend of mine who has 565 Iron Fist. Don't know why was he so fussed about that. Well, at one point Iron Fist was pretty decent, right? At one point he was one of the few champions of the game who provided an armor break. So if your friend has been playing for a long time and he had Iron Fist early on, that's probably why. It is a nice ceiling, but a little closer would be better. Not much, just about 10-20% bigger. The out of sync That happens a lot, yeah. Yeah, but the way it was previously, I think it was consistent. But I don't think so much anymore. I think the only way to zoom in I think is just to make the image bigger. Yeah. Okay. Good to know. I will keep that in mind, and probably not tomorrow, but I'll see if I can do that. I was thinking what I would do. So I used to collect comic books from about 12 or 13 until maybe 18. So I collected comic books, and I had posters of comic book characters and blah, blah, blah. But I ended up giving all of that kind of stuff to my nephew. Oh, I just realized I had to take off the headphones for a bit. So what I was thinking of doing, because he doesn't have any of the like he has the comic books in his room, but he hasn't done anything with the posters. So I was thinking to be like, well, can I have some of those posters back, and then putting them up on the wall? Probably not the ceiling, but at least then it would have something interesting in the background. I mean, not that you'd be able to see them well. What? Oh, okay. For a second there, I thought I didn't have very many 6 stars available. The other thing I was thinking of too at one point, don't know, I'd have to be careful on how I did it, but of like having the webcam facing outside, like when I've got that glare, and I end up with the Iron Man icon, but of just having, because I mean it's a pretty nice view from my window, you get to see out toward the mountains. I don't know if the webcam would pick it up very well, but in the winter, because it's usually quite clear, so it's not bad. As long as you can see the opponent's power bar and color, yeah. It's all good. Like, see some of the first bar, green to orange, let me know why you were staying away. I could just be staying away because I'm bad. There might not be any overarching strategy to it. Speaking of which, oh, okay, so in that case, I think I need to bring this down just a wee bit. Okay. R2 Sentry? Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Sentry will be staying at R1 for a long time. If I'm going to rank any other science champions anytime soon, any 6 stars, it will be Thing, even unduped. Maybe Mr. Fantastic? I don't think so. But maybe that would be another consideration. I've got way too many 6 stars that are at R2 though. Just because I have so few 6 stars that are worthwhile ranking. So the science materials, I end up with them in overflow quite often. Same kind of idea with mystics, except I've got 5-star mystics that I'm okay with. So I'm okay ranking those. I don't have any 6-star mystics that I really want to do anything with. The one I would definitely take up to at least R2, if duped, would be Hood. Mr. Gameland, how you doing? You are live now? How? I've been live for about an hour 20. I went live just a little bit after the game came back up. Alright, man, Falcon. What time is it there? It is almost 1 a.m. 12:50 a.m. currently. Yeah, so I don't stream in the evening that often, but I did tonight because of the T4B arena yesterday, meaning I wouldn't have gotten as much 5 stars done, and then also because of the downtime, so that was less time for arenas, so I wanted to make up for it. to be on pace for where I'd like to be. What time is it for you, Galen? Let's go here. Oh, you know what? I think... Okay, no. Roll reversal, I guess. Usually I watch you at night. It's like 10:50. I have a lesson, though can't stay. It's all good. Have a good one. Yeah, because normally I'm streaming like early afternoon, mid afternoon for me, right? So, but thanks for coming by and saying hi. No need to be sorry. Tis all good. Tis all good. I shouldn't be here that much longer anyways. Once the 6 stars are done, I'll be done. So we should end up at about 16, a little bit over 16 from this current 6-star run. And then, well, overall I'll be going to about 22 million for the extra 5,000 5-star shards. Captain Beardo actually, or I guess not Captain Beardo, it's just Beardo, would be another consideration maybe for R3, but probably only if duped. I don't think I would do it as he is currently. Okay, so that's twice. I guess I can't complain, an hour and a half. I also want to sharpen up that prediction graphic. Not too sure. Central would be a good R3. Oh. Okay. Change your mind? What are we doing? We're doing the 6 things. Wait, was this the same matchup? Feels different. Sentry will be good, good 6-star R3 as well. You think so? Oh, I don't think I would. I wouldn't do it. That being said, I actually do like him for arenas when I play him properly because he's really good for intercepting. You can get in like a 3-4 hit combo, back out, intercept. Because it's a shallow dashback, so it makes it not too bad there. I've never really used them for any specific content, so I don't know how well that would work out outside of the arena. But yeah, inside the arena, not bad. Not bad, not bad. Oh, hang on. Dude, history is a Yeah, I'll say this, but it's kind of funny. When you're taking the class, or for most things in school, when you're doing it, it sucks. After the fact is when you appreciate it. Just a second. Well, if it's your teacher's birthday, then you should go and wish her happy birthday, or him. So, of course, Man Falcon wasn't there, but all the times about his conspiracy theory about the no pants. Well, I left the screen up this time. I specifically did that though because Man Falcon wasn't here. So when Man Falcon comes back, you should be like, "Hey, he got up and the camera was still on." Oh dear. Hang on. I like OG Gilly. He's good bleed potential and suicide friendly. She can regenerate. Yeah, but the lifesteal that she has is not all that reliable. I mean, yeah, she's not terrible, but she's definitely not what she used to be. Because at one point she was basically the only champion with hero reversal, so that was what really made her valuable. But now, because you've got quite a few champs that have that ability, she's not necessarily the go-to for that. And hers is actually a little bit tricky to get off, to get it to work effectively. Whereas somebody like Void, it's pretty easy to get his on. So Gameland, in regards to the history class, when I was taking, like, it would be history, or what did they call it in particular? So there was history in university, and then in high school it was called social studies. So actually in high school I quite liked it at the time. History in university I didn't care for, but after the fact I've come to appreciate it quite a bit. He's going to have a bad matchup with somebody regardless what we do. So Gameland, how far from where you live to go to school, how far are you? Like, does it take you a while to get to school? Bit like dentist and doctor visits, you appreciate those more when you get older. Yeah, and then you wish you went to them more when you were younger. 10 minutes. Oh, okay, you're pretty close then. That's not bad. Ooh, wait. Huh. Okay, right, because his hits are energy. Right, right, right. I wanted to see if how much damage uh, the thorns would do. But because they're not all contact, it's probably not going to do that much. Or no, he was using a fair bit of light hits, actually. Come on, Burrow. Booyah. Oh, okay, okay. Fair enough. But it would take you 10 minutes to physically go to school, though? Oh, didn't you guys have something to tell Man Falcon? Wasn't there something that you wanted to make him aware of while he was away? The Muppet Show. You mean the Muppet Show as in like the thing from the 80s, 90s? Where they had the two guys in the balcony that were like always criticizing what was going on and that stuff? And then who was the drummer? Animal? That Muppet Show? No, I'm not familiar. There you go. You tell him that, kid. He missed out. As from the prior stream, I was rocking out with, yeah. Not so much. Yep, that Muppet Show. I take inspiration from the second old guy in the balcony. You know, I find it quite interesting the amount of older things. Well, not even older, like Friends, for example, that they like doing revivals or bringing back. I don't know if it's like for a lack of creativity or because those things were just so successful for their time. That being said, I don't know. So I don't know if you ever watched With Their Pants. That's all he wants to know. I don't know if you ever watched the X Files. I didn't. I was aware of it. And I would see episodes here and there, but during its time, it was very popular. And then it finished, and then they tried to bring it back, and it just wasn't the same, right? I think one because the audience that they had during its initial run had moved on, or there were other things. A newer audience, it just didn't have the appeal, right? Because it didn't have that nostalgia or anything like that. What do you mean, yeah, probably? Just say yeah. Damn it. Yeah, probably. Jeez. What were, oh, like Beverly Hills 90210? I think they brought. I don't know how that's done in comparison to when it was the bee's knees, but I don't know, man. I think in some cases they just need to let things go. Like it had its run, it did what it was gonna do. Let's get on to the next thing. That being said, I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Karate Kid movies, the ones from like the 80s. But the TV series that they've had, kind of like following up on that, is actually pretty good. And then they did do a kind of like a remake of the initial movie. It was with Jaden Smith was the main character, and Jackie Chan was like Mr. Miyagi. The movie was alright, but it was nothing like the original Karate Kid. And I'm not sure if they call it Karate Kid or Kung Fu Kid. But yeah, Cobra Kai, the follow-up to the Karate Kid movies, is quite good. And it's supposed to be back sometime soon. I watched The Lion King over and over as a kid. Yeah, I think a lot of kids did though, right? Yeah, that's something else. I don't know what I think about these ones. The new one is okay. Yeah, these movies where they were cartoons and now they're bringing them back as live action. I think the main reason they're bringing them back as live action is because the initial audience that enjoyed them as kids are adults now, right? So I think they're trying to recapitalize on that initial audience. Um, you know what would be an interesting one to see them do, which it wouldn't be for quite a while because it's still relatively a new movie, would be Frozen. I thought Frozen was alright. But I think it ended up being like the largest grossing animated movie of all time, like something crazy. Get back on so I can hear the musics. Rock out. With MCOC out. Yeah, I think I'd probably delete that app off the phone actually. I don't see opening that again at all. Ooh, almost had the wrong guy. So the only live action movie that I watched the cartoon of as a kid that I've seen was Aladdin. I thought it was okay. Not spectacular, but I thought it was okay. I quite liked the female actor in it. And it was funny because pretty much the whole movie I was like, she seems so familiar. And I just couldn't put my finger on it. And then I think I saw an interview of her afterward. And, I looked her up to see who the people were that were starring in the movie. But she was in a TV series called, oh Lord, I can't remember the name of it. Okay, so the premise of the TV series is they basically found a way to travel back in time. The world that they're in currently, like it's terribly polluted. You can't breathe without a face mask and blah blah blah. So they travel back in time, basically the time of dinosaurs, to resettle. And I can't remember the name of it now. But maybe from that description, one of you know what I'm talking about. Or you're just like, oh, this dude has lost his mind. He has lost his mind. X-Files was really good, but TV was different back then. Yep. There was no on-demand. Cable was a luxury. Internet used the same line as the phone. Dude, how old are you, man, Falcon? I hated live-action Aladdin. Ruined my childhood. Hey, you tell your dad to keep trying Wi-Fi. Does not appear to be connected. Oh, interesting. Which would mean back in business. Some notification that the network was down is gone. Looks like the game is back. Let me know if you can hear me in chat. But yeah, it looks like we should be back. Okay, good. That's interesting. My brother messaged me earlier. They were off of internet for a while today, which is interesting because a part of the city they were having issues and they were resolving it, but not the part of the city that we live in. So it was kind of weird that he was offline at all. Lagging's back now. Yeah, basically I just lost internet connectivity for like a minute. Maybe it's something in Canada. As Ilac lost his stream for a minute earlier today too. His internet cut out while he was streaming. So what were you? Luxury internet used the same line as the phone. Yep. Yeah. So back in the day, what just happened? I'd be like, somebody got a phone call. Oh, man, I didn't even think of this, Man Falcon. So when we first got internet, where I live in northern Canada, so we had an Apple computer, and so AOL wasn't the thing. There was a thing called eWorld that was for Apple. And so anyway, so I was on there, and it was kind of like AOL, like how you had the community aspect and all that kind of stuff. Way through your Napster, yeah. The first person I connected on there was actually a girl from New Zealand, and we chatted. I don't know how long, like maybe 3 months or so, but it was never live chat, right? Because of the time difference. So like I would send a message, wait a day, she would respond, blah blah. And at the time, I thought it was the coolest thing, that I could talk to somebody on the other side of the world, and not get killed by Omega Red. Yeah. Yeah, Napster was the thing, eh? Shit. It's funny too, right? Like downloading 3, 5 meg files and then listening to the music, that was awesome. And now what are you at, like 3, 4 gig movie files? Hell, you don't even download, you just stream it, right? Stream. So that's weird. I look a lot like my webcam. Oh no, I know why that is. It's because my preview window is obviously much smaller. So if I look at the actual stream, yeah, there we go. So that's much better. Yeah. Yeah, I think I might. Let's see. So this webcam thing that I'm using, I can increase the quality of it. So I may look at doing that. So Gameland, in regards to Supernatural, I know of the TV show. I don't think I've ever. No, I may have watched a couple episodes. Not intentionally. It was just something that was on. I was like, oh, I'll watch this. I could see watching it though, but I'd have to start it from the beginning because, yeah, like I'm not familiar with it at all. Oh wait, why am I worried about the L2? That's fine. Unblockable. Booyah. Oh right, you can't avoid the debuffs being placed on you from his own one. Oh wait. Okay. I'm kind of thinking, like every time I use Sinister or I play against him, I consider taking him to R2. I think back then we had tape trading in pen pals. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, Man Falcon, how old are you? I know you've told me before. Obviously, I'm of the age where I forget things. Oh, really? I thought you were a little bit younger than me. Okay. Okay. Do you come across many people in their 40s playing? I think for the most part, the oldest people that I've come across are around 34, 36. Like BG and Dave are probably the oldest YouTubers for it. It's funny. When I was, well, I guess like any other kid, when I was probably 12 to 17 or so, I was quite into video games. I would have never thought that I would be doing this as a hobby in my 40s. Huh? Yeah. Oh. Also, let's just say if I was bottom by my quarterly, I mean, I have 40 plus mostly. Oh, really? Okay. Enzo's 50. Wow. He looks pretty good for 50 then. Holy smokes. Good for him. Although he's in Switzerland, so yeah. That's probably a place where you could be old but look younger. Okay, well, if he's in his 50s, that kind of explains why he's able to spend so much on those crystal openings. So I don't. You may have been here at another. And another time I've asked a question similar to this or this question, Man Falcon. But for anybody else that's here, if you could travel forward or backward in time, so you go forward or backward, but you end up staying there, would you go forward or backward, and how far would you go? Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured he would have been like early 40s to mid 40s. I would not have thought 50 at all. 100-kilometer bike rides. Yeesh. Yeah, it depends though too, right? Because some physical activity can age you more so. Although swimming, I think, is probably one of the best physical activities you can do, because it's going to be very low impact on the joints and stuff, right? And you're working your entire body. Cycling wouldn't be bad either. It's good for cardio. Maybe a little bit rough on the knees, but although it's not a very impactful, right? Because it's kind of a smooth motion, so maybe not too bad for the knees, but better than running for sure. Yeah, I need to get her in the corner if I'm going to do that. Absolutely. Or just do that. I go backwards and correct all the mistakes Enzo used to do triathlons. Okay. So it's not so much, okay, that's fine if like you want to have an impact on history, but it's not so much that, it's just whether or not you go back or forward. But don't forget, you're staying there, right? It's not something that you can go back and then come back to the present and benefit from. It's you go back and you stay there. Because the thing is, right, if you go to the future, and it's a significant period of time, well, everybody you know is gone, right? And if you go far back into the past, got a meeting, a few minutes, got to go, we'll catch you. All right, kid, have a good one. Thanks for coming by and saying hi. But yeah, if you go into the future, everybody you know, they're gone. Obviously, depending how far in the future. But if you go back far into the past, well, everybody you know, they don't exist. So, I used to, when I was younger, I would have said I would go into the future. And I don't know why, the older I get, the more I'm pretty convinced it would be to go into the past. Into the past would be to go back to biblical times, just to see what things are beliefs of today, how much of it is based in what actually occurred. Yeah. It's funny actually. So about, I think it was January or February of this year, I was over at my brother's for dinner, and I asked him the same question, and he said he would go into the future, to see how things were and stuff. And it's funny, like this current, the way the world is currently, it was not on the radar, right? So that wouldn't have been something to think about, but like I wonder how this time frame, it hasn't even been a year yet, will impact us going forward, right? Let's see who we have. We're getting to the end. Slowly but surely. I want to start getting to bed at a reasonable time so that I can get up decently, and do some earlier streams. I want to do that, but I also want to keep to the time frame that I've set in the description for the most part. So I don't know if I would do that. I don't know if I would just continue streaming, so like end up streaming like 4 or 5 hours, or do a earlier stream and then do a mid-afternoon. Geez, would you want to risk going forwards too far? Might arrive to an apocalypse or world run by beavers. Yeah, and I don't know which would be harder to adjust to either. Whether we would be able to, well, I mean, obviously it depends how far in the future, right? But whether we'd be able to adapt to, I don't know, 500, 100, 1,000 years, or if we could better, I think maybe, well, Gameland, if you go to history class, but if you're aware of what it was like in the past from history class, you could probably better adapt to that because you would know what to expect. Whereas if you go to the future, you have no idea. Planet of the Beavers, let's make a movie. Yeah. Manfall, I think I've asked you before. Have you ever read the book or seen the movie The Time Machine? It was a book written by H.G. Wells. Ancient Greece or Rome would be cool. I'd be for the politician. Yes, read all H.G. Wells as a child. Okay. So then you know the concept of the time machine then. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good movie. Ooh, another time for me would be during the construction of the pyramids. That I would quite like to see as well. I don't think that it was built by alien, or that they were built by aliens or whatever. So one thing I think is interesting is there's a theory that basically the Sphinx is actually significantly older than the pyramids. So that idea I find quite interesting. And so part of that is that the pyramids were built where they were to be in proximity of the Sphinx. So yeah, that kind of idea, because like just a mystery to it of like, okay, well then, who built the Sphinx, right? And so on and so forth. And Jules Verne were both good authors. Yeah. Yeah, I've never been a big reader. It's funny because most books I have read I've really liked, but I've never been one to I want to sit down with a good book. My niece though, holy crap, she reads everything. Like she'll read like things appropriate for her age, like whatever fantasy novels or whatever kind of thing. But she also reads like nonfiction things. So my mom had a book about like the history of where my parents live, which is the Turks and Caicos, and about like how they were settled and blah blah all this kind of stuff. So my niece read that. She read a bunch of stuff about Aboriginal people in Canada. Like she's part Aboriginal, and her mom is quite interested in a lot of that. But yeah, man, I've never known. So my mother reads a lot as well, but it's usually like for entertainment. And I've never known somebody who reads everything like my niece does. I would not go back to them. I would likely be enslaved. Yeah. Well, are you? So you look like Enzo, so you'd be pretty fair skinned. Okay. Yeah. The other thing too, I used to think that going far enough into the future, so like when I said about the biblical times or the Egyptian times, right? It's kind of to have answers to things that I question or wonder about. Because I used to think that maybe going into the future, those answers would end up being available in the future. But I don't think there's necessarily any guarantee of that. Did you ever watch the show The Orville Man Falcon? So initially, it's kind of like a spoof on Star Trek, but the further you get into it, you realize it's kind of like its own thing. It is a little bit Star Trek. It is based on that, yes, but it's not. It's got its own contribution to that whole genre. Okay, I think I'm done with all the synergy teams, and these are just the random guys who are left at the end. So, for the Orville, there's an episode where watch the Orville. I think people expected another Family Guy. Yeah, yeah. And for me, that was a bit of a because the first couple episodes it did seem a bit quirky. Okay, so I think it was the first or second season. There's an episode with where Kelly goes down to the planet. The planet, like it's they're out of sync with the rest of the universe. Like as far as time, their time is accelerated. So like a day for us is a couple hundred years for them. But anyways, Kelly goes down to the planet. There's a boy that breaks his arm or something. She's able to help the boy. Then they return to the ship. Then they come back to the planet, and the people on the planet are looking at Kelly as a savior, right? Basically like a Jesus figure, and and then they realize that a big part of their society is based on the myth of Kelly. Anyway, so and things go on and whatever. Then by the end, the planet has gone far enough into their progression where they have the ability to space travel and leave the time bubble that they're in, kind of thing, and they're able to visit the Orville, and they ask him, oh, so are you still having conflicts in regard to Kelly? And they're like, oh no, we've moved beyond that. And I just thought, I don't know why, I just thought that was so interesting. And I wonder if we would ever get to that point where we would have moved beyond religion or beyond like a deity or believing in whichever narrative somebody might believe in. Yeah, I don't know if... Because, I mean, you're looking at like 2,000 years now, and that's shaped society, right? should try having a stream once where I only talk about the game. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do it. Captain Crunch. In 2,000 years, things will have changed based purely on historical timelines, I think. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, right? Like, we're 2,000 years already removed from that point in history. Do you think that another 2,000 years would be a significant change? That was bad. And down he goes, down he goes. So I figured I should end up with just a little bit over 16 million, and that's, I think that match there was 16 million. All right. You know, I sometimes wonder as well, and not because of climate change or not because of the current virus or anything, but I sometimes wonder how much longer we actually have. Not the planet, but humankind as we are. Egyptians, Mesopotamians, Aztec, yeah, just myth and fable now. Why not Islam, Judah? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. But those were specific societies, right? Whereas Christianity, Islam, maybe not so much Buddhism, and other religions are more than just, they shape the society that follows their teachings or their beliefs, right? So I could see a society, so a society is a physical manifestation, right? Whereas a religion is more of a belief system. So a belief system can supersede the society that it's part of, right? So it is possible for, I don't know what we would be called, Homo sapien? No, I don't think, no, because that's what we all would be. But yeah, I don't know what you would consider this era or whatever. Maybe the digital age or whatever. So yeah, it's absolutely possible for us to fade, but I don't know if that also means that those beliefs would fade. Now, the Egyptians, they worshipped certain deities and stuff like that. Same thing with like Norse, like the Vikings and stuff like that, right? And now we look at those things as, come on, that's, so yeah, I get, okay, fair enough, because yeah, like we look at that kind of stuff as, what were you thinking, right? So yeah, maybe at some point we could think the same about other faiths that are relevant today. Dying in the face of lack of evidence to support them not being... Oh, it's not anti-religious. It's the the way you see it. So I think that's something that's unfortunate, and I don't know if this is just the way it's always been or it's more prevalent now. But when somebody disagrees with whatever it is, it seems that we instantaneously, oh, you're against this. No, you're expressing the way you view things, which is not necessarily the way everyone else does. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Oh, it's just you and I now, man, Falcon. The crazy talk. Well, you and I and one other person. So Anket left, and I guess Gameland is gone to class. He's like, enough of this nonsense. I'm going to learn history. But do you ever think maybe, say, Egyptian gods are true and waiting on spaceship or under the pyramids? There will always be some doubt, I feel, in every person. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so, I don't remember where Anyways, so this person was saying, okay, so if you're an atheist, I'll buy your soul for $1 or whatever, right? The thing is, the atheist wouldn't agree to it. But if you're an atheist, you shouldn't really believe in that necessarily, right? So it should be fine. You could sell your soul to as many people as you want. But yeah, no, I think I would consider myself, I guess it's agnostic. I wouldn't say one way or another. I do think that there is something, whether it be aliens, whether it be God, whether it be Guy, whatever. There's something more than humankind. I don't think we are the end-all, be-all in the universe. Not suggesting that whatever is out there is our creators, but just that there's something... maybe they could be equal, I don't know. But maybe they're more advanced or whatever. But yeah. But yeah, if we're all that there is, it's an awful waste of space. Alright. So we are at 16 million. So the stream tomorrow, early one, we should be getting to about 20 million. And then I'll be able to run the 6 stars once more, which will get me around... I'd be able to get to 24. I'm going to stop at around 22. I figure that will be enough for the 5-star shards, for the 5K. And then the Ghost Rider Arena, I'll probably be doing 24, 26 million for that. For those 5-star shards. Well, it's always nice to meet a fellow agnostic person. We are not alone. No way can we be alone. Yeah, I don't know, man. Sometimes I think about it and I'm like, yeah, it's impossible for us to be, the end all be all. And then the other argument, are you on my Discord, Man Falcon? So the other argument is, well, we've been around, well, I haven't found somebody or some sign, blah, blah, blah. So if you're not on my Discord, the next stream, I'll have a URL for you. If you are on Discord, I'll send it on Discord. I just have to make sure I can find it. But basically, it's about a 10-minute YouTube video, and it's condensing the history of the universe into 10 minutes, and the portion where human beings have been. It's it puts things into perspective. All right. So the stream is going to be live for a couple minutes after I'm off. So if you are in the Discord or not, just let me know. I'll see the comment. But yeah, thanks for everybody that came and hung out and kept me company. Mr. Ankit, it was good to see you. Nice to have somebody new. Man Falcon, good to have the conversation. Gameland, Big Blue. Who else did we have here today? Tonight, I guess, really, right? Mr. Yapper. Yeah, it's good to see all you guys. All right, so not on Discord, yeah. So the next stream probably tomorrow. I'll have the URL and I'll just post it in the chat. But yeah, that is it for me. So I'll catch you guys later. Take care.